Hello YouTube, we're out of tanks. This is a replay of a Panzer III-4 in a Tier 8 match. It's actually Tier 8 because I was actually platooned with a heavy in the Tier 8. So usually you only see like Tier 5s or maybe 6s, Panzer III-4. But this is a match which illustrates how to use the Panzer III-4 a reasonably fast Tier 5 medium to great effect. So, as with any scout, first thing you do is go to the front and scout. Keep your speed up and keep your distance up between your enemy. Also keep behind terrain features like hills, so that the hills are covering most of your hull. So, first thing I do is go straight away through the center, all the way up to the front. I realize all the other tanks are moseying along. There's actually a lot of heavies in here. Now, as I come up to just before the top, I turn right, because I see most of the tanks are actually heading off to the right or to the west. I don't actually complete that circuit, I go back the other direction. I'm staying mostly in the center, hopping up and over, not exposing myself too much to that ELC AMX. A pot shot here and there against that ELC. And continuing my patrol across the center. I'm avoiding actually going up and over for very long periods of time. Now I see quite a few of those heavies coming up. You see there. So, another pass back to the west. So get close up to the side. And this is pretty much the role of an active scout. Staying at range, staying at speed, keeping mostly behind these hill terrains, not really trying to take a shot. Now this KV-1S coming in here, so of course I'm going to go right in to see if I can take him out. Even those last 2 hit points, one less turret, one less tank. Always improves the odds, especially early on. Alright, so I'm not going to try and mess with those other heavies. They're too far away, and I don't want to stop. Stop to aim, that is. Okay, so I see quite 2 heavies and a scout here. There's a couple of our own friendly heavies trying to hold that position, and a few other tanks doing support roles. So I'm going to actually come in here, since that tank seems really focused there. I'll get a couple pot shots off the side and come behind the houses. It looks like he can't get a good shot on me. I'm just going to plow through all these houses. I don't care. Alright, so we got a good shot on me. Now it turns out there's an ELC right behind me. It's really funny. He's coming around that house behind me. So I'm going to go around this house. Try to keep him from actually aiming at me. Keep behind him. Now the ELC I can do major damage with. So fire on the go. I gotta keep moving because these other tanks around there are supporting him. They're definitely aiming at me. I'm gonna take him out. Now the ELC is one of those tanks that's gotta stop for quite a few seconds, probably 5 to 8 seconds before you can get a good aim. Now I'm gonna, of course, try and take a hit on this guy. There's another heavy on my left who takes me out. That is the T-32. Oh, where's that T-32? I thought there was a T-32 somewhere over here. Where are they? IS-2. Now I'm just dying to know where that T-32 was. It's not really getting lit up too well. That's the IS-2. Oh, T-32. He was back here, I remember. He was shooting from that ridge way back there. Man, that's not a bad shot. Now, one of the nice things about driving through the village, and I do mean driving, is that most of the time you'll have buildings that are protecting you. And if you do get exposure the odds are that the enemy tank wasn't looking where you get exposure and actually be ready for the shot. So just keep moving, keep their turrets moving. It minimizes the amount of aiming that they can do, the amount of focusing they can do. And they know they're surrounded. These tanks all knew that they were surrounded when I came up behind them. So does a lot of good there. Now, so you can see 3 tanks killed. That's not bad for the Panzer. One of them maybe was kind of a cheap kill, that KV-1S, and then he just took out the 2 hit points. But yeah, I mean, he got it out, so I mean it counts. It was a nice side shot. And then of course the other one was the ELC, and then another one yet still. Can't actually remember what the third one was, but I knew there was a third kill. So alright, and the rest is history really. These tanks are way outnumbered. They got ours on cap, so of course they're going to lose. I hope you learned a lot about the using a gun that's vastly underpowered, but a tank that has a lot of speed. Avoid your exposure. I really shouldn't have driven through those buildings back there in the city. It's funny. Every time I click, it's going to the same tank. So, you know, I shouldn't have driven through that. I should have tried to drive around the buildings. It would have been a lot faster anyways, too. So, something to keep in mind. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.